we're getting ready to go out. We're in our garage right now. We got Nico in the cage back here, and we're going to go on a little road trip, and we're going to go to Brushy Mountain Bee Farm. Yes. We're going to try to find it, and I've got the directions. I think it's on this piece of paper. We wadded up down here in this hole. So you're in charge of this piece of paper to get us to Brushy Mountain Bee Farm. Nikki's interested in getting some bees, so we'll check in with you when we start to get close. We have made it to the bee place. Here's the retail shop. Brushy Mountain, and I mean, it is a trip to come up here. It's beautiful though. It's way up on the high mountains, kind of near Moravian Falls, kind of back behind some of the mountains. You have to go over to the east side of Highway 16, and I mean, it was very pretty. And we've got a big old bark covered building here. That's nice. We're gonna go inside and take a look. Here you go. Hey.
Hi. Can I help you? We are here to talk about bees. I don't know. Well, I know I'm gonna get this a kit. I'm gonna start. My father-in-law. Do you need to answer your phone?
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's 8 of us.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad's a beekeeper. She kind of digs his
His
bees, and so I told her we'd come up here and take a look. We seen y'all on the internet, and if we drove all the way up from Valdez.
Do you mind if he does some video of everything? Just okay. But I know I'm gonna end up, if not today, get this whole.
Are you the beginner's kit?
start.
Is this the beginner's kit here?
It is.
I love it.
Are you a beekeeper too? You just kind of.
No, sir. No, sir. It's interesting, but no, I've got 4 kids, and we have a pool, and I know that they would be all in my pool, so.
I understood.
What kinds of bees?
Here's your good look at it. So we've seen this online.
Of course, we use him as our resource about everything.
Well, that's good though, if he's a beekeeper.
Yeah, and I showed him.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
doing it for 30
You
some
kind of
years.
got your own mentor then, I mean, built in.
And I showed him this online. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna get the fancy one because I like the top." I'm a woman, so I like this.
That's what I do. I get that one too.
Yeah, I think it's
Pretty.
nice.
Tell you what, let's take the top off and let's look inside it. Look at this. There's what you got.
Oh wow, it comes with a book and a DVD too.
See, lift your little thing and you can see how your honey thing's going. See.
Now my one question is, if we get this, when do you start selling the bees?
We've already started selling bees.
Okay.
The only 2 days we have left are March the 28th and April the 25th. They're both on Thursdays.
Do I need to put?
You have to go ahead and pay for the bees when you place the order.
Okay.
So how much is a hive of bees?
A hive with the queen unmarked is 90. If you, it's a 3-pound package. If you mark her, you can get it $93. $3 a month.
Okay.
But I would definitely probably mark the queen.
Well, I'm all for you. If you want to really do this, you make up your mind what you want. We'll get it.
I bet they get nice quick, the bees.
Yeah, because our first pickup day was March the 23rd, and it's sold
Okay.
out.
Okay. What do you think? Do you take her?
You can do American Express.
Okay. Mr. Man, you're the late man.
Yeah. Well, hey, your kit. Will that kit fit in the? Well, I guess what we could do, we could come up here. We could pay for your
Bees.
kit and your bees.
You can take the kit home with you today because you're gonna. I mean, this is the 1st of March already. You're gonna want to have that in the next week. You're gonna want to have it if you're gonna pick up March 28th. You want to go ahead and have it painted or stained, ready to go.
So that'll all fit in the car, won't it? We've got a Ford Focus out there. I'm thinking we put it all in the trunk.
Either that, yeah. I
Yeah.
think it'll be fine.
It all
Don't worry
comes
about
in boxes and stuff.
Put us down for a set of bees and we'll go ahead.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and buy it. Here's all your different.
What is your zip code?
It's 28.
She's just showing us the box that they come in, and I didn't get any of it by mistake. That's all right. But you say, but they come in that little box, and they get the queen is separate,
She's in her own little box.
and we have to take them straight home.
Also for my help.
Put it in.
That's fine. Oh, no, you ain't bothering me as long as it's just for your help.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you do.
Yeah, it helps me.
So
the bees are $99.28.
and she wants that. That's the one she wants right there. Is that
the
the?
8-frame beginner's kit, right? Those 2 right there will be your brood. That'll be the 2 boxes for her to lay all of her eggs in. Do you want to keep the plastic gloves or do you want to upgrade the gloves?
They're okay.
They're fine. Okay. You want to try those? try these buttons on right here and make sure you get the right size. That's a small, try those on, maybe a medium.
So we got warehouses and various things here. I see a sew shop over there, maintenance. So they're raising bees and stuff over here. Over there, the other side of the UPS things where we go to pick up our starter kit hives. So we're going to go pick up that, and they're very nice folks. And it's beautiful driving up here. We're going to get some scenery on the way back of what it looks like driving up here. So this is everybody putting all the kits together, and I guess mailing them out.
This is shipping department.
Shipping department. How many kits a day do y'all typically put together?
It's a lot more than just kits.
It is. It's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's everything. We usually pack 300 boxes.
What's your name now?
Greg.
Greg.
Yeah.
Greg, do you ship all over the country?
All over the world.
All over the world. Is this one of the biggest beekeeping operations in America, you reckon?
It's right around second or third.
Really?
Yeah.
Here in close to Moravian Falls.
Yeah, we're the largest UPS shipper in Wilkes County.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And well, one of the top 10 in the western part of North Carolina.
Biggest, one of the top 10 UPS shippers. Bee stuff. How many hives of bee? You might be stuff you don't know. Maybe you do. How many swarms of bees do you guys raise in a year?
We don't really raise that many. We sell them.
You sell them?
We sell them in the spring.
In spring, yeah, we're getting ready to buy some from you on March 28th.
We're 99% supplies now.
Yeah.
And we used to raise bees back 20 years ago, but we figured out that there's more money in
the supplies and stuff
than we're in raising bees because it was so unpredictable.
Yeah.
The weather, you know, it's hard to raise bees. So
How long has Brushy Mountain Bee Supplies been in business?
Since 78.
Since 78.
I've been here since 97.
Wow.
When I started, we had 12 employees. Now we got 72.
72 employees. Brother, that is awesome. So they're still getting ready to ship stuff out all over the world then,
Yeah,
right?
Most of these are domestic. Some of them may be going to Canada or elsewhere.
Yeah.
That one's going next to California right there, next to the second-day air. But it's amazing the stuff we ship right now.
There's my kit, I guess.
Yeah, we sold over 2,000 of those kits last year.
So this is the one most people buy?
Depends on who they are.
Yeah.
It's the hobbyist beekeeper, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's my wife. She's I'm allergic to bees. My daddy always raised them. I swore I'd never have any, and I marry a woman that wants to have bees.
Yeah, I double check.
So this is the one that most of the hobbyists get.
Yeah, this is real popular because of the weight and stuff.
I was just saying, I've probably pulled 1,000 of those kits since I've been here.
Really?
They go out probably 10 or 15 a day right now.
Now she was saying, the lady in yonder, that we need to either stain it or paint it. Is that right?
Yeah.
What would y'all do to make it?
No oil base.
No oil base.
Latex, either latex exterior paint, or some people like, this is cypress. Some people like that grain, and they'll Thompson water seal or something like that.
Thompson's water seal, all right.
If you want to do a stain, just a water-based stain or a latex.
Make sure it's water-based, not oil-based.
Not oil-based.
This is my wife, Nikki. She's the one that likes the bees. This is Greg here. I'm not sure. This gentleman, what's his name?
Pete.
Pete.
Yeah.
And they've been telling me, they say we do want water-based.
Yeah.
She mentioned linseed oil, but they say nothing oil-based.
Okay,
so it needs to be.
Now linseed oil that's
different.
a vegetable. That's a
It's a
vegetable.
oil.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Nothing petroleum-based.
Yeah, no petroleum based. The linseed. Now there's two different ones. One's boiled and one's pressed. And one is okay, and the other one is actually not.
He said Thompson's water seal, if you want to keep your wood grain, that would be good on it.
But
So.
yeah, which linseed is bad for these? There's one.
We'll do some research.
Yeah, but there's two.
I'm not sure. I'd hate to.
Yeah, but our cypress entrance feeders are actually dipped in linseed oil. But
they're one of the top 10 UPS exporters in North Carolina.
Well, I love your website. And I love
Yeah,
your videos.
she's been watching your website for a long time.
We
So.
got a IT
That's
guy
gonna
about a
be
year and a
ours.
half ago, and he's
Nikki?
really,
That's your copy.
Okay.
between Shane, our general
want
manager,
this one?
and
Yes,
Dave,
sir, you're
our IT
fine.
guy, they really started cranking out the videos.
Our internet's what's brought our sales up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's a web designer.
Well, that's what I do. Yeah, I work for a living. I work for Carolina's healthcare system.
Well, we've actually hired
Oh,
us
How you keep, because I watch your videos.
the tech lead.
I'll pass it along.
Yeah, did have you?
They
Yeah.
really
We had
started
to.
filling that up in the last about 2 years.
I know he's
Our
probably
business is probably
Oh, he was here talking.
gone from
I was going to look at you.
70–80% call in
Yeah. To now it's
now
internet.
to now it's just flip flops. It's 70% internet,
Wow.
30% call in.
Well, you got a cool place up here,
We
brother.
still can, I mean, 30–40% of the calls come in. We
Stephen Senior, the owner.
still have trouble handling those calls.
Who were the owners, Greg? Are you part of it or no?
Have you been up here before?
Steve and Sandy
Oh,
Forge.
Steve and Sandy
there's
Forrest?
an old cabin down there is our phone center.
Yeah,
About
they
8
probably have
girls
something
that
on the
call
internet,
in.
Do they? All right. Well, we'll recommend people go there and check out the website. I'll put a link to it on the video blog.
They usually write a little something in front of the catalog every year.
All right.
There's probably pictures of it. You got the catalog in them.
Yeah, she's got the catalog in the car. Yeah.
Yeah, they got they have pictures of them in there and everything on the front cover.
Well, thanks for your time, guys. Sharing with us a little bit. We'll load everything up. I'll turn this off then. Fantastic. So, Pete
yeah.
was telling us that most of the stuff that we've got here today was actually built here.
Cut and assembled right next door. We have over 20 fellows in the wood shop that cut and assemble all the tops, the hive stands. The
So you're not just a resale place. You actually
no.
manufacture all the
We
stuff
are a
here.
manufacturer. We're the third largest in the country right now as far as.
And you mentioned
sales.
that the hoods and everything are made here too.
Mostly the folding hatless veil that you bought
Yeah.
is made right next door. We have about 5 ladies in our sew shop to make all those.
Greg was saying they had
that-
72 employees altogether.
That's I started here 7 years ago. I was number 27.
You like working here?
Oh yeah, it's a great place.
Is it?
It's like a family. Steve and Sandy, they treat us like family. It's great.
Well, bees are interesting. I know it's addictive. A lot of people really just totally love them. Nikki's kind of hooked on the notion of doing it. Like I say, my daddy, he's loved doing it forever. I'm allergic to them. So this is going to be interesting for me to, of course, I avoided them all those years. I love to eat the honey, though.
I gotta get back in, but
All right, thank you so much, Pete. We appreciate it. Got everything packed in there?
Put your thing in the back seat.
Okay. So the whole kit can pack into a small trunk. This is a Ford Focus. It looks like it's all going to go in there just great. Yep. You're in the clear. Congratulations, you're going to be a bee mama, a bee mother. So we're going
There's
to
the
shoot.
cell barn right there. Now
We're going back out now. Go ahead, you talk. We're going to go back the same way we came.
we're on our way out of Brushy Mountain Bee Farm. And here's a pug. I don't know if you can see her. She's not happy. She wants out of her cage.
She did take a big crap here at Brushy Mountain Bee Farm, though.
How embarrassing. One thing I did notice at Brushy Mountain Bee Farm, they have a lot of lavender plants out in the front of the stores, so they believe in feeding their bees lavender. And then right up here, you're going to see quite a few beehives. There's a cemetery as you're going out.
Yes, you're on a little dirt road. You'll see the sign here off of Bethel Church Road. What is Bethel Church Road?
Bethel Church Road.
And we've climbed way up into the mountains. We're
Here's the
actually pretty
sign.
high.
It says
Beekeeper Street.
Beekeeper Street and Brushy Mountain Bee Farm.
So that's what you see when you get here. And I told Nikki just to shoot a little bit of video so you can see how high up in the hills we are. I did not really realize there's, you can see these mountains from Highway 16 off to your right if you're going north. But I've never ventured up here into it. It's actually really beautiful farmland. There's, look at this rock over here to the right that somebody's just stood up, big rock. But there's actually little orchards and stuff all up in here. That's an apple orchard here to the right. It goes on for maybe not. That's not the big one. This must be the Bethel Church up here. So we're going out the way we came in. We came in on Highway 18, and as I recall, we came in on Highway 18. We had to get on 16 going south just a little ways, and then we turned off onto East Rockton East Brocktown Road. And then we took East Brocktown Road to, God, I can't remember what it was, Lithia Springs or something like that. Lithia Springs. Here's here's Brushy Mountain Road there. We're gonna stop. There's one of the bigger apple orchards. It's like nothing's coming. But we took Lithia Springs to Brushy Mountain Road. We drove a long way. We turned right onto Brushy Mountain Road. It wasn't well marked, but I could tell from where I'd done my Google Maps search that it was Brushy Mountain Road. You drive really a long way on Brushy Mountain Road. I'll say a long way, several miles, and then you'll see the Bethel Church Road bear off to the right, and you'll have your bee farm there, the Brushy Mountain Bee Farm, just very shortly
It's about
after you
4
turn.
miles.
Yeah, it's not that far.
It's not too far. It seems long because you've never driven it
Yeah,
before.
it's 3.5, 4 miles from Highway 16. So we're going back. Those are the mountains of Virginia up there, north of Wilkes County that we're kind of pointing toward now. We're kind of headed north. So it's just yeah, we probably climbed, I'm guessing probably, I'd say at least 1,200, 1,400 feet in elevation coming up here. So you are kind of up in a little mountain area when you get up this high. There's some pretty views of the Yadkin Valley down here once we get down more toward the bottom. So we're on, I guess, we're on Brushy Mountain Road now. We're going to get back on Lithia Springs going backward. And we'll take you back down to Highway 16. A lot of pretty homes up in here too. So they were very friendly there. This is February 27th, isn't it? We're just kind of riding along the top of the ridge right now. Pretty horse farm right here. I was surprised that up on top of the ridge, it seems like it's a lot of farmland. And where I come from, it's pretty steep and there's not many meadows. It's more woods and rockier type soil, but this looks like actually good farmland up here on top of the hill. Twisted and turned.
I don't know if you can see Pug.
Yeah, you can see her. If you're pointed at her, you're seeing her.
She wants out of the cage.
Yeah. We're shooting with the GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition, 1080p, 60 frames a second. I like to shoot in this mode. Good video, you can stop on almost any frame and it looks really nice.
Pugs are very welcome at Brushy Mountain, or dogs are.
Yeah, they like dogs.
They like dogs. You can walk your dog around.
We could have took the dog into the retail shop, the girl said. She wouldn't have minded. Go slow, and it's kind of hard right here. Where's this slow? There's Lithia Springs. We're going to bear left here and go down the hill. Lithia Springs Road. This goes on a pretty good little ways. So if you're coming back from Highway 18 or Highway 16, you come to the top of Lithia Springs Road and you bear right. And it's like I say, as I recall, I did not see a sign that said Brushy Mountain Road when we got there. You'll just have to know when you get to that point there where we just swore that you turn right. Thanks to my wife Nikki for holding this camera. She's holding the GoPro in her hand, and I'm sure it's a pretty little cabin right here. I'm sure it's getting tiring to hold on to the GoPro. That's a pretty view they've got back into the valley. Kind of showing that. That's the Yadkin Valley. A lot of farmland down in there. Like I say, we're probably about 6-8 miles south of Wilkesboro, and we're north of Taylorsville. So this is kind of what it looks like as you're riding a little ridge here. Again, this is Lithia Springs Road. Oh, that was right pretty.
I like this vineyard right here.
Yeah, there's a vineyard over here to the left.
You need to look at those wires right there so we can see how they did theirs.
And shoot it over here. There's how they've got theirs, so they've got nothing coming up behind us. We're trying to raise some grapes. Maybe we'll be able to make out what they're doing with their wires and stuff. So they've got big old posts in the ground. We've got some little posts in the ground for our grapes too. They got a lot more grapes than we do.
They have their grapes closer together than...
Do they? Somebody's sent me a YouTube message yesterday saying that I sound like Forrest Gump.
Why?
Do I really sound like Forrest Gump?
No.
I don't think so either.
And if you do, who cares?
That's right. I sound so.
I like your accent. Say thanks.
I said, actually, he sounds like me. So here's East Brocktown Road. We're going to go back to the right and take this back to Highway 16.